So week 3, that was an interesting game, right? Odell just completely forgot how to catch the ball. That was really cool. And we pretty much lost as a direct result of that game, I would say. It wasn't exactly the best. Did we throw an interception in this game? Yeah, we did throw one of them. Don't remember exactly how that happened, but I think really what it came down to, and it doesn't show drops here for some reason, Odell had 4 of them. And that is it was a huge contributing factor to our loss, no question. It was really, really bad. 3 on the same drive in crunch time. Got to win the game. It was tough. The Steelers were way better in the second half, but we move on. It's QB1 check-in before we go on to play the Carolina Panthers, Brian Burns, Shaq Thompson, etc. Coach, your team has struggled out the gate so far, and when that happens, a lot of blame is usually placed on the quarterback. Who needs to step up? Well, in a way, it is Cody Bailey. We played in some inclement weather, but that's okay. Off to a slow start. He's going to heat up. I think blame is a strong word, but that's part of being a quarterback. When the team is slumping, everybody's looking at you. Blah, 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 blah. Beat the Panthers and have 3+ passing touchdowns with Cody Bailey. That is doable. However, it becomes more of a challenge when we're playing without arguably our biggest receiving weapon in second-year tight end, Nick Duval, is out for at least the next 3 games with an abdominal tear. Not great. Such a talented player, and it's going to be very difficult to play without him. Jaden Rhodes, taken in that same draft class a round or 2 later, will have to step up. We'll have to make an impact, because if we're going to throw for 3 touchdowns today, which we could, a lot of it is going to be because we get our tight end involved. It's just a big guy you can get the ball to in the red zone. It's what you want to do. And good quarterback here for the Panthers, it's Pat Burr. We know about Pat Burr. He was in one of these past draft classes, of course. Colorado, I want to say. I think he was Colorado. Not 100% sure on that, but I think he may have been, as we'll simulate training, and hopefully our team is a little bit more healthy than it was a week ago. Got some unfortunate injuries. Glenn Gore did not play in that game. There was such a long-awaited battle between Glenn Gore and Bryson Hendricks, the 2 top safeties in this past draft class, and we just didn't get to see them play on the field at the same time, unfortunately. But Glenn Gore is back today. It seems like we have no injuries, but we do have an upgrade point for Nick Duval. Despite being injured, he will be getting a little bit better here. We'll go vertical threat and boost him to an 82 overall. A ton of upgrades, including +2 run block power. Wow. Got catching traffic, deep route running, release, run blocking, short route running. Agility is kind of an interesting one. What does his agility go up to? I don't think we can see it unless we go into the edit ratings, but it doesn't matter too much. I'll also have my underdog fantasy picks for this weekend at halftime, so if you're interested, make sure to stay tuned for that. Larry Smith is quite good, but being a better route runner, I think, would definitely help him out. I'm going to go slot, maybe get catching traffic, short route running, get +3 awareness, and then +1 catching traffic in short route running. It's all right, I guess. Nothing crazy. Zach Beck, I do want to manually upgrade. He's definitely good. Definitely good. But I just want to make him the ultimate power back, so I'm going to upgrade that. Get him to a 70. And we get ball carrier vision, break tackle, carrying, and strength. Very good upgrades for the type of player I want him to become. And then Reggie Gilliam, the CPU, can take care of that. But here we go. The Carolina Panthers still have Christian McCaffrey. We know about Brian Burns, Ike Ekwonu. They've got some good players. They are 2-1 to our 1-2. Nice to finally get out of the rain. I feel like we've played 2 of 3 games this year in the rain. So it's nice to come down here to Charlotte, North Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater will be on the bench, and Pat Burr will be their starting quarterback. Does have superstar development, so really not too bad from Carolina. This could be their quarterback. They've had multiple first-round quarterbacks come through recently. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. Seems like neither of those guys have worked out. PJ Walker starting in real life. But here, it's going to be another first-round pick in Pat Burr. Our defense is tough, though. I think it's going to present a real challenge for a young quarterback But we've got a young quarterback of our own. Matt Rule still the coach. Christian McCaffrey still with the Panthers. A lot has changed in real life. But this is a good team and probably will play like a good team. We have to limit Christian McCaffrey today. And I'm really interested to see how good their rookie quarterback is. And I need to make sure I have that kick arc. Superstar ability on Wyatt Anthony. I always forget. No one reminds me. It's my responsibility, but I just forget. As Pat Burr will take the field for the Panthers. Taking a sweet time out there. 7 touchdowns in 3 games, 4 interceptions, over 1,000 yards passing. So the odds are in our favor that we can force a turnover or 2 today. And we'll see if we can stop Christian McCaffrey. So shifty in the backfield. Okay, he's going to be a menace today. And there's an injury. Play 1. It's Derek Cooper. Derek Cooper already down. Oh, the injuries are killing my team. We were already going to have a real problem stopping Christian McCaffrey and company. And that task only got tougher. Ooh, dislocated elbow. He's done for the game. That's just how easy it is. Former Heisman winner, Cecil McFadden with the catch there as Azeez Ojulari jumps offside. It's a run. Get over there, Dontrell Cobb right there. Azeez Ojulari probably going to get credit for that tackle as well. Good stuff from the Don. Brings up 2nd down and 5. They've got a decent receiving core. They've got a really good team. They really do. This is going to be not straightforward to stop as Christian McCaffrey, just too much speed for Dontrell Cobb, runs right by him. Xavier McKinney into the box. We might have to make some changes. I don't know if I like that. They're going to go underneath. Big hit, Dontrell Cobb, but Cecil McFadden holds on. Yeah, Xavier McKinney is not going to be playing in the box. It's going to be John Bost in the box. Caleb Claiborne are kind of a more regular alignment here. It's going to be a run. Dude, I'm not... is my controller okay? Because even in the menus, it felt slow. But I felt like I jumped over to cover that hole. And we got essentially no movement from Dontrell Cobb. Very delayed reaction as Chuba Hubbard's going to check in. But I think McCaffrey's just super explosive, super fast. As the rookie Boss will come over to make the tackle, hold Chuba to a yard or 2. Brings up 2nd and long. They're actually set up to run the football again. But they will pass. We got to get out there. Burr just going to throw it off his back foot, across his body, and get the completion for the 1st down. Chains move for the Panthers. That's the 3rd catch of the game for Cecil McFadden, 2nd-year player at LSU. This will be a touch pass across to Terrace Marshall, and Marshall's still fighting. Cobb wrestles him down, but it's another big gain for the Panthers. And not big in the sense that it's, 20 or 30 yards, but it's 6 to 8 yards a snap right now for the Panthers. They are marching down the field, and we have next to no answer, and we can't get over to Cecil McFadden in time. This 4th catch of the drive and the game, and now a touchdown. Panthers will go up by a touchdown early. Cobb just couldn't quite get there in time. Good combo of routes to occupy the Mike linebacker and end up with the touchdown. That was a tough offense to stop. Oh my goodness. We might have our hands full today. All right, Larry, what do you got for us? Big return. 24-25, that's all right. Let's see how effective the run game's going to be. That's not too bad. 4 yards from Saquon. Had over 120 a week ago. And on 2nd and 6, he'll get another touch. Blocking's decent, and Saquon will get a 1st down. We'll work off play action. Linebackers don't seem fooled. And Cody Bailey just gets it away. Odell wide open. Good ball from Bailey, and Odell actually using his hands this week. Makes the nice catch for 20+. Yeah, you got to be able to catch it. I know they had the modifier, we have trouble catching the football, but we can't have that from Odell Beckham Jr. He's got to be our best player on the field as we have Jaden Rhodes wide open, and Jaden Rhodes right on cue drops the football. Wide open, nobody around. And I'll tell you, who doesn't drop that ball? Nick Duval. I think that's pretty obvious. That is a huge drop from Jaden Rhodes, who is really fighting for more playing time. He's become the starter due to injury. You can't drop it when you finally get those opportunities to make plays. Goes without saying, that has to be caught. 3rd and 1. We're going to go back to Rhodes. This time catches the football and that is a first down. The thing is, we can't just not trust him, right? We can't, because we need him to play well. There's nobody else. Daniel Bellinger fumbled last week on one of his touches. That was a big turnover as well. We need him to make a play. The tight end is so involved in our offense. He's got to be able to reel in these grabs. Try a draw here on 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for space with Saquon. Good power, and Saquon Barkley powers forward to the 4-yard line. We are knocking on the door. And I think, do I give Jaden Rhodes a chance on 2nd and 4? I think we could. Not going to. Thrown underneath. It's Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. We're going to tie things up here on the road in Carolina. And yeah, I was really thinking about throwing a jump ball at Jaden Rhodes there. He's 6'6". He's a guy who should be able to go up and get it. And we've seen him do that before, but just like the slant a little bit better. Yes, we were leading him across the field into a linebacker, but it doesn't matter. Pass got there in just enough time, and we do end up scoring the touchdown and tying things up after this extra point. 7-7. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Got to play better defense, no question. Burr with time. Time eventually runs out. Micah McFadden got to him first. Kayvon Thibodeau was there as well. Now third-year linebacker out of Indiana, playing, of course, because of the injury of Derek Cooper. And you know what? Not too bad there. I'm not sure how much we're going to see him play. Caleb Claiborne might get some of those snaps as well. The first-round pick this past year out of Notre Dame. That is a nice play, taking advantage of the opportunity. But they get a lot of it back. Pat Burr starting out 6 for 6, 51 yards. Quincy Roche into the game as well. A lot of backups. A lot of backups in there on that snap. Over the middle, Christian McCaffrey. Going to break a tackle as well after the catch. And that is a big gain for the Carolina offense. We were a little bit out of whack there. Couldn't really get set up the way I wanted to. And they take advantage. It's been a tough offense to stop. Burr seems to be the real deal. Christian McCaffrey, we obviously know what he can do. And man, is he explosive, but gets gored. Glenn Gore, the rookie safety out of Oregon, delivered a huge shot. Love to see that. To run up the middle, Claiborne can't shed the block, and it's a first down for the Panthers. I'm saying that a lot today. You're going to go to McCaffrey. There is a flag. This could be coming back. There is also a chance it's roughing the passer. That's exactly what it is. It's not coming back. They're getting an extra 15. Jeffrey Simmons. Okay. I mean, it's a lot easier for a team to move down the field when that happens, too. Those penalties are killers. We're going to get to the outside. Nice tackle, John Bost. McCaffrey will lose a yard, and I'm really liking the way he's playing so far. He's really more of a cover guy. But I'll tell you, when I really mean this. I don't think there's been any noticeable difference in run defense between Bost and Claiborne. And if there is, honestly, maybe Bost has played better. Oh no, that's Boston pass coverage one-on-one versus McCaffrey. Burr delivered a great pass. Ah, man, we were in man coverage. That's a tough matchup. That's a tough matchup. I think it's probably a touchdown anyway you slice it up. Great throw from Burr. Had to be. But, yeah, touchdown Panthers. That's tough. We take a shot here. Oh, that's no good. That's going to be intercepted. That was a good accuracy lob pass. Yeah, I challenge that. Can I throw the challenge flag? Jesus Christ. Under pressure. Throw out a sack. Surely. I wanted to take a shot to Larry Smith. We got 98 speed. I just want to give him a chance. Odell was the most open. But yeah, is that a throw out a sack there? It was even... I think the ball got out before it even got touched. It was just... He just underthrew it by about 30 yards for no reason? Dumb. Like, what is the reason for that? It's a joke sometimes. Carolina in the red area from the 15, going I form. McCaffrey gets the give, and he broke a tackle, but I think Caleb Claiborne was the one who got him to the turf. Going to the sideline, and caught. Terrace Marshall, first down Carolina, 1st and goal from the 3. Run up the gut. Boss was there, forced the redirection right to Kayvon Thibodeau. Spillman lost a yard, maybe got back to the line. 2nd and goal from the 3, still out of I form. See if this one goes to McCaffrey. And it looks like it will. McCaffrey shut down by Dexter Lawrence. Again, maybe back to the line. 3rd and goal. What can we do here? Play some defense. Throwing, corner, caught, and touchdown. Another great pass from Pat Burr to DJ Moore. And it is another touchdown for the Panthers. 21-7. This is just a great throw, great route. We had a lot covered here. We had a lot covered. But McKinney and Darnay Holmes didn't play good enough defense, and DJ Moore, he was just all alone on that side. Just a great route, great throw. Pat Burr has played an incredible game. You got to give it to him so far. This has been an amazing first half of football for him. But of course, it all stems from what I would consider to be a BS interception. But just my opinion. They're going double A gap here. Will they blitz? No, it's a fake. We're going to throw over the middle, and it's a throw at a sack. There's an injury for Carolina, but it's 3rd and 7 for us. Odell was coming open. We just didn't have the time to get it to him. Offensive line needed to give us about half a second more, really, and we would have had a nice play. Underneath, Larry Smith. We'll take it. Bellinger in motion. We're going to go counter run, and couldn't really find where we needed to go. That feels like a good route from Bellinger. Bit of a natural pick there as well. And Daniel Bellinger converts. Big first down for him. Needed a rebound after the fumble last week. That was a really costly mistake. And I would love to take a shot here. I really would. Looks like they're only going to rush 3. We're going deep. Larry Smith. Okay, not even close. Probably held on to that for a little bit too long anyway. We're going to run the ball on 2nd and 10. That shows why it's a mistake. I like the look, though. I like the look. Didn't get the result we wanted. Brings up 3rd and 10. Brandon Smith was right there. And what do we like here? I could call this 4-down territory. If Odell's open, we might try to go to him, but we're going to trust Jaden Rhodes. And the big tight end makes the catch, but comes back across the marker and does not get the first down. I did call this 4-down territory. I'm going to stick to my word. Down by 2 touchdowns. We're going to go right up the gut. Saquon Barkley, and he's got space. Barkley, big first down, not touched until he met the safety, who saves a touchdown. Really wish Saquon would have gone through or around him. Tried to juke him out. To no avail. We'll work off play action. Throw on the run. It's Odell Beckham Jr. Another first down for the Giants. We are driving. High point it. Jaden Rhodes, I mean, if that's a good ball, that's probably a touchdown. The DB didn't even decide to cover on that play. Certainly never tried to go for the breakup. And a good throw, we get it. Remember, they're flat. It's Larry Smith. You gotta be faster, Larry. You got about 98 speed. It's gotta be a touchdown. 3rd and goal from the 1. I do kind of want to run here, but it was so bad last game that we're going to choose to throw. And hopefully we can fit that in there, and we can. It's Kadarius Toney just sitting down, finding the space. Panthers ran zone coverage in the end zone, and all it was just working to the open man. This time it was Kadarius Toney, and we're going to make this a game. Not that it's, out of hand or anything already, but down by a touchdown going into the locker room is a whole lot better than being down by 2 touchdowns. Being down by 2 touchdowns would have been horrific, but I think we do get the football, so we're in a great position to tie. Just would love to not allow any points in these final 16 seconds, and I don't think we will. And that is indeed the half. 21-14, Panthers up over your New York Football Giants. And it's been a fairly even game. They have 1 fewer passing yard. We have 2 more rushing yards. The interception by Cody Bailey is really the difference in the game right now. I like where we are. We're down by a touchdown, but I think we're going to be able to score. Okay, so halftime. I have 15 picks that I like, and there's another one that I have not included that I'll talk about as well. If you guys like Underdog Fantasy, it is basically you could do fantasy drafts on it, but also they have the thing that I do like every weekend, which is the over-under. which is you take a player, you have a specific line for them, and you pick whether you think they're going to be over or under in that particular stat. You can play it in a ton of different states. The link is down in the description. Use code Bengal. You'd be helping me out a lot, and hopefully I can help you guys make some money. Football is a little bit weird. Sometimes it's tough to predict some things, but we'll start with this. I am going to bet on the Colts receivers again. Michael Pittman, higher catches. Paris Campbell, higher yards. Alec Pierce, higher yards. They're playing the Raiders. The Raiders' pass defense is not good statistically. And even though the Colts' offensive line was ravaged last week by the Patriots, the Raiders have the fewest amount of sacks in the NFL with only 9. And every other team is in double digits. Now, pressures is also a good indicator, but I think we can pretty much learn from that the Colts should be able to throw the ball a little bit more this week. Russell Wilson, higher 228.5. I felt like was a good matchup. Tennessee also not a great pass defense, and Russell Wilson has been throwing for over this number on the road 2 out of the last 3 games. And again, the Titans' pass defense is not good. And then I have Kenny Pickett, higher passing attempts. He's just hitting this number. And against a not so great pass defense, I feel like he's only going to throw the ball more. Aaron Rodgers, lower 235.5, playing a good pass defense in the Dallas Cowboys. He's been under this quite a lot. It's supposed to be really, really cold in Green Bay for this point of the year. It's November now, but it's going to be in the 30s. I suppose not really, really cold, but I think that's going to affect how much they throw the football. The receivers already are not great. I think they're going to look to run the ball, and I think Aaron Rodgers will be under. There is a world where he's just like, I'm Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to light it up this week at home. Possibility, but I'm taking the under. I think it's a bit too high. Melvin Gordon, they just got Chase Edmonds. Melvin Gordon was kind of like the 1 or 2 to Latavius Murray. I just don't know what his usage is going to look like. So lower 31.5 feels like it's going to be pretty good. Chris Olave higher than 63.5. He just will be the number 1 wideout the rest of the season. He gets the targets. He's played well. He's a deep threat as well. I like over 63.5. Austin Eckler, I like 2 plays here. So I'm going lower 45.5 rushing yards or 44.5. The reason I'm doing that is one, he's been under multiple games. The San Francisco defense is already really good. Teams struggle to run the ball on them, and they're getting a bunch of players back on defense this week too. And I also like Austin Eckler over 5.5 catches. So if you don't like playing the under and going for yards, over 5.5 catches basically feels free. Maybe it's too good to be true, but over 5.5 catches seems really, really good for Austin Eckler. And then Greg Dulcich, higher 42.5 yards. Again, not playing a great passing defense. He's getting consistent targets. He's also a deep threat as far as tight ends go. I just think there's a good chance he goes over 42.5, especially if I think Russell Wilson's going to have a pretty good game, better than expected. And then this one was the first one I made. I feel pretty good about it. Khalil Herbert over 41.5. I'm going to continue to bet on Khalil Herbert. Yes, David Montgomery still gets a lot of carries and more than Khalil Herbert, but he's just been so good this year. He's a change of pace guy, and I think that betting on him to go over 41.5 isn't too crazy, but this is why I insure every one of these, so if I'm wrong, I can still cash and make some money if I get 4 out of 5 correct. But you can do 3 or 4 or 5 and still use insurance. Saquon Barkley, over 95.5 or 97.5 rushing yards. The Texans have the worst run defense in the NFL by a lot. Should mean that Saquon Barkley, who's getting 20 attempts a game, should go over 100 fairly comfortably, but we'll have to see on that. Justin Fields, higher 59.5 rushing yards. It's just too low. Even if you don't factor in 178 against the Dolphins last week, he did have 60 against Dallas, 82 against New England. He just will run the ball, and Detroit has a terrible run defense as well. Factors in a little bit less because it's a quarterback, but Justin Fields, I think, will go over 59.5. He's just running the ball a lot, right? And then Jalen Waddle, higher 69.5 receiving yards. He's someone I like to continue to bet on. He's going over. He's getting the targets. He's usually the most open receiver on the field for the Dolphins, although Tyreek Hill's putting up incredible numbers. Jalen Waddle is always open. So anytime it's higher than even 80, I'd probably consider going over against Cleveland. I think that's a pretty good fit. And then Christian McCaffrey, higher 116.5 rushing and receiving yards. He's just been over. Only week he didn't go over is against Kansas City here. It was his first game with the 49ers, so he wasn't really fully involved in the offense yet. I think last week we saw what Christian McCaffrey can really do. 18 attempts for 94 yards, 8 catches for 55 yards, going up against a bad run defense, but I also think he's going to be involved in the passing game. So I like to bet on great players. Christian McCaffrey, when on the field, is a great player. And those are my picks. Use code BENGAL with Underdog. You can mix and match these. You can choose your own. Do whatever you want. Hopefully, you make some money. Good luck to you. Use code BENGAL, Underdog Fantasy. Link is down below. And Johnny Hecker will kick off to start the second half. Here we go. Larry Smith has had a couple good returns in this game. Or maybe it was just the one. I'm not even sure if I've showed you guys. He brought it out to like the 36, but a lot of them have gone to about the 22 or the 24. And it's like, oh, if you take the touchback, you just get it on the 25. But it's the potential with the game-breaking speed to take it the distance or even start from like the 30 or so that I don't really care about -3 yards to start the drive when the potential is so much more. Odell over the middle. He dropped it. I mean, Cody Bailey did a good job to even get the football away under the pressure. Odell's got to catch it. I mean, our receivers, just plain and simple, are not catching the ball consistently. It's pretty rough. We'll go to Odell here, and he dropped it again. Why is he dropping the ball this much? Why? I really don't get it. Odell should not have drop issues. Larry Smith is open. He dropped it. They close the distance pretty quickly. It's not an easy catch or anything. And we'll be forced to punt. Yeah, not great. Not great. Is that a fair catch? Feels like not the right decision. In the second half, I think we might look to blitz Pat Burr a lot more. Just like, show the rookie something he hasn't seen, which is just a ton of speed rush. You have Kayvon Thibodeau, Claiborne, Dontrell Cobb. I mean, this is a team that can really get after the quarterback when we send pressure. That's what we got to do, and it works out immediately. Caleb Claiborne, the rookie, brings down Pat Burr. They went play action. Bad time for it. Bad time for it. I mean, first down, you expect the run, but we just sent heat. So they were unfortunate there. 2nd and 15. We might continue. Oh, McCaffrey's going to break a tackle and get it all back and more. First down. Yep, that's a big gain. That's on me. Kind of got sidetracked, little eye candy over to the side. Moved away from where I needed to be a little bit. And obviously, the Panthers took advantage of it as they continue to work the football down the field. It's got to be a little bit more disciplined like we are now. They're going end zone. Rory Jackson helps make that incomplete, although it was probably always going to be. 2nd and 10, receiver in motion. He's not going to get it. Goes to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey goes down. Akil Edmonds in the backfield. He's a good player. I think you guys were a little bit overreacting to how well he played because he had an interception, I think maybe a sack to start the game. But he did allow quite a few yards. But yeah, he's good. Definitely good. But he plays exactly the right amount, I think. Kick is good. Panthers will extend it to a 10-point lead here in the third quarter. Didn't get the drive we wanted to start the quarter, but we get the football back. Plenty of opportunity. The only problem is that they have plenty of momentum. And momentum in this game is huge. We'll take the touchback. I think that was deep enough. Larry Smith in motion. He's got good speed. He's got great speed. And Larry Smith gets the first down, getting a little bit creative to start this drive, which we love to see. And we might go hurry up here. Get it to Saquon Barkley, and just could not find the space. Maybe a hole back to the right if we cut back. 3rd and 7. This is a big down right here. Might be 4-down territory, but it looked like it won't have to be. Jaden Rhodes, nope, he stopped short. And Eric McCoy, our starting center, is injured. It's going to make this 4th down a lot tougher. CPU wants us to punt. 4th and 1 from midfield, though. That's not going to happen, Chief. Empty Chief. Let's go deuce close. I usually let the CPU call the plays, obviously. That's why the play calling's terrible. I'm not doing any of it, usually. But here, when they're like, punt the ball, I'm not going to punt down 10 from the 48 on 4th and 1 with Saquon Barkley. That's not going to happen. Bellinger in motion. Barkley is shut down completely. Should have punted. No, I shouldn't have, but yeah, Eric McCoy getting injured there kind of hurt us. Not sure that that was the reason we didn't convert, but I would call it a contributing factor. These 4th and short runs, 3rd and short runs, the CPU just defends it amazingly every time. It's actually unbelievable how great they are on 3rd and 4th and short. It's unreal. That's why I like to pass in those situations, because you have opportunity to make something happen rather than, okay, if the run doesn't work out, you're screwed. 3rd and 3, we need a stop here. Gonna be a throw, and we kind of left that. Why am I doing that this game? It happens when I send blitzes, because obviously we leave one area of the field a little bit more exposed when you send heat. And they just have constantly run the right play to stop the blitz. You gotta pick that. Xavier McKinney! Intercepted! Momentum shifter. We needed it. The X-Man, Xavier McKinney. Absolutely had to have it. Points on the board are so hard to come by in this game for us that we can't afford to let the Panthers score anymore. That's a huge shifter. We got to be able to take advantage. Getting out of the pocket. We're going to throw on the run there. Odell catches it and gets forced out of bounds. Good throw on the run from Cody Bailey. Of course, definitely considered running there. So we get it to Saquon. Saquon should be so amazing. He hasn't really done a whole lot for us today, which I don't really know if we can attribute that to anybody in particular. Probably me. But, going deep. Larry Smith, make a play! He's got 97 spectacular catch. I'd like to see you come down with one of those. But 1st and 10, that's when you take a shot. That's when you can do that. We have the curl so wide open, and I got gun shy. I just couldn't pull the trigger. 3rd down and 10. Wide open. Wandale catches it in stride. Wandale Robinson, big gain. Love to get him involved in the offense when we can. Comes wide open across the field. That's a huge play. And we are in a really, really good situation here. We can definitely come away with points. 3 points down with this touchdown. Come on. Larry Smith just short. And there's another injury to our offensive line. It's Chris Lindstrom. We can't catch a break, man. It's an injury every drive. Wide open. Larry Smith. I didn't love it initially, but it ended up being the right call. They were in zone defense again in the end zone, and Larry was just open enough. Again, I got a little bit hesitant. Sometimes I don't like throwing the ball so quickly because that's how I throw interceptions, but it works out. It's been working out for us in the red zone today. Great play, great result, and we'll go Joshua Azudu for now. Got to play defense. Down by a field goal. Xavier McKinney set us up in a great position to take some momentum back. We're down by 3. We got to keep going. Run outside. How did we get blocked there? Oh my goodness, dude. We got sucked right back into a block. I mean, it's the constant thing I complain about in Madden. I'll go to the replay here in a second. We're getting over there to make the play with John Bost. There's no angle for Moten to latch on, and he slows down because of a predetermined animation to get blocked. It's ridiculous. It is so stupid, this game. And John Bost is injured. The injuries are brutal right now. Injuries happen. It's a part of football. We're not going to turn it down. But, man, we've gotten unlucky today. We got pretty unlucky. Glenn Gore, big hit. 3rd and inches. We're going to go nickel because they still have 3 receivers out on the field. We have to be very, very aware that this could be a run. It's not. Get out there. Throw over the middle. Claiborne's there to make the tackle, but it is a 1st down. And it's a bruised sternum. John Bost is out for the game. Micah McFadden certainly playing a lot more now, but it really means we're going to see a lot more of this guy, Caleb Claiborne. Over the middle. Big hit, Caleb Claiborne. DJ Moore pummeled, but holds on, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Down by a field goal. We got to continue to play good defense. Or start, maybe. Run left. Get out there. Nice tackle, Kayvon Thibodeau. I think Darnay Holmes maybe hit him as well. 3rd and 5. That was a really, really big play. We have to be ready to stay over the middle of the field. They love to throw out these little, like, I'll call it stick, essentially. As Christian McCaffrey probably need to run with that on the vert hook with Claiborne. Glenn Gore just had a lot of space to cover. That's a run right up the middle. Christian McCaffrey touchdown. Man, a lot of injuries today. Can't blame it on that, but our defense has not played well enough. Down by 10. We got a fourth quarter to play with. Got to play better on both sides of the ball, really. And Larry Smith has fumbled the ball. Akil Edmonds jumps on it. Saves us there. That was a game-changing play. That was a game-changing play. We got lucky. Going deep. Larry Smith! Wow, would have been a great play. I like that. The corner against man coverage should be more open than it is. I guess Larry Smith, not that great of a route runner yet. We kind of know that. Jaden Rhodes, he's not a bad route runner in the short areas of the field. It's a nice play. Might take a shot off play action. Odell down the field. I don't know if I love that. We're going to try it. Deep down the field. Odell can't catch it. Oh, no. And there's another injury. Andrew Thomas. That's a great ball from Cody Bailey. I would love to get a little bit more air in front of that, or a little bit more air under that, so that doesn't have to be a contested catch try. But Jaden Rhodes, again, doing what he did a play or two ago, and getting some nice yards on that route. And it's a torn labrum for Andrew Thomas. Huge injury. Huge injury. God. Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. We have Joseph Noteboom, who we traded for about 10 times in the offseason. If you know about those difficulties. As Saquon will end up getting the first down. Yeah, we had an injury to Andrew Thomas in the postseason. That ended up, I feel like, really hurting us at the playoffs. And now, we get one in the regular season. Couldn't get it to Rhodes. Zach Allen with the pressure. But it's still going to be a very, very tough to convert 3rd and 12. I don't even really know what we can do here. Odell open. Need a good ball. Need to catch it. It's exactly how we do it. First down. Underneath? Yes. Oh, Kadarius Toney. Get out of here. Good run. Gets out of bounds as well. Saquon with a great natural pick as well in the play. Perfect result. Clock's still moving, though. Gonna go underneath again. Same idea, this time to Larry Smith. Clock will stop inside 5 minutes when we go out of bounds. But it still ticks here. 2nd and 4. Rolling out. Cody Bailey, Vanilla Vic, don't fumble! Bailey power down to the 1. They're going heavy. Can we match it? Up the middle, Barkley. Stop short. This is why I like to pass. I hate running in these spots. Odell Shield can't catch it. 3rd and goal from the 1. What do we do here? Hopefully somebody gets open. Jaden Rhodes catches it, maybe loses a yard, and it's 4th and goal, and I think we have to take our points. Brutal. Brutal result. There's some wind. Should take this back. Should have aimed it more, probably. But doesn't matter. Field goal is good. It's a touchdown game. We need a stop. Plain and simple. I know it's like, how do you get all the way down there and not come away with a touchdown? Too conservative. We can't run the ball. Cannot run the ball. So it's tough. Hey, what are they doing here? What are they doing? Is it a whole lot of eyewash, or is it something? I mean, it works out enough. They get 7. I don't know how we can stop Carolina. Their offense has been so good the entire game. That's terrible vision by McCaffrey, and it pretty much works out. It's 3rd and inches. He should have been stopped well short of that. And everything on the line, we're run committing middle. Make a play. Somebody make a play. Here it is. Dontrell Cobb and Kayvon Thibodeau combine. Tackle for loss. And Carolina should punt. We needed to stop there. Only the second tackle of the game for Dontrell Cobb. 2-minute warning stops the clock. We still have 3 timeouts. We need a touchdown. We're pretty much playing for overtime at this point. Let's get it. Let's get it. 2-minute offense. What do we have? 2nd and 10. Man, I like that. Jaden Rhodes dropped the ball. Catch the ball, please! I liked Odell on the streak there. I didn't get aggressive enough. Dude, no one on the team can catch the ball when we need to. It's devastating. Jaden Rhodes, we went back to him. Good catch in traffic. There was a lot going on there, but it works out. 1:25 to go. We can relax a little bit. We need a clock stoppage. Thank you. 10th catch of the game for Larry Smith, by the way, for only 63 yards. Saquon looking for space. It's a good result on the draw. We get the first down, and man, not having Eric McCoy at center was tough. Good to see him back in. And we get sacked. I threw it away. I threw it away, dude. I hit right stick. I tried to get out of the pocket and throw it away. He did not throw it away. Might have been intentional grounding anyway, because I couldn't really get out of the pocket because Brian Burns was waiting for me. And I'm running back and getting sacked because I don't want to throw a pick. And now I got to call another timeout. Didn't really get sacked the entire game. Now we've taken 2 back-to-back. And their pressure is just on another level right now, and Cody Bailey misses Larry Smith. I'm not even sure if we would have had anything on that anyway. Game on the line here on 4th and 34. We've got to get it. We're going deep for Tony. He's got a step. Kadarius Toney. Absolutely massive on 4th and forever. Cody Bailey put it up. Tony beat press, ran by him. Unfortunately got caught. How do you let that happen if you're the Carolina Panthers? And suddenly we have life. It felt impossible. But now the impossible feels possible. 32 seconds to play. No mistakes. Barkley open. He's going to catch it. We can't stop the clock. Only 15 seconds. It's 3rd and 3. We got to get out of bounds here. Or get to the end zone. And that was nearly intercepted. Also nearly a touchdown, but maybe nearly down to the 1-yard line. A lot of near stuff happening. It's 4th and 3. There are 7 seconds left in the game. From the 10, we need to convert, but we need a touchdown. So much going on right now. I don't know if I like this play. Who am I looking at? I'm probably looking at Larry Smith, Jaden Rhodes will drop the football. We're going to go Larry Smith. And he catches it in traffic! Touchdown! What a drive! 4th and 3 to tie the game. No timeouts, no time. And Cody Bailey just put it up. Larry Smith had to catch it. Big catch in traffic. And now an extra point from Wyatt Anthony will tie the game. Carolina trying to ice. And there is a lot of wind in this game. Do we line up to go for it? Just see how they react. They got a lot of guys in the box, but I feel like everything's covered as well. We'll probably just take a false start or delay a game here and kick the extra point. It'll be a little bit further back, but I don't really care. It was already going to be difficult. Oh, but we have the arc. We have the arc. It's just going to be about timing it up. Boom. That's a good spot. Wyatt Anthony to tie the game. And it sneaks through. Oh, that was very close. That was very close to going wide left. It's 31-31. 2 seconds left on the clock here in regulation. We will be squibbing it. We will squib kick. And, whew, what a game this has been. It's 31-all, and it seems destined for overtime. And it will be. I'll see you in OT. 31 apiece. Coin toss, very important. It's heads, and we've won the toss. We're going to get the ball, and we're going to score. Shout out Matt Hasselbeck. No pick sixes here. We need a good drive, and the game's over. It's not the playoffs, so a touchdown does indeed end it. That's what we're playing for. And we're at least going to try and run the football. I feel like it's not really been there for us. Saquon, 14 rushes for 56 yards. It's not a terrible day, but it's not a good one. Getting out of the pocket. Cody Bailey, good speed, just slide. He's fumbled the ball. I slid. Oh my God, and I did it so early too. That's unbelievable, Cody. I slid so early. So early. Cody Bailey, I think getting out of the pocket's the right move here. We had yardage. I slid here. And then he starts to slide about 5 seconds after I've tapped the button, which is why it's stupid that it's tap. And then he starts to slide and doesn't get down. Burns hits him. Ball's not out there. It's Frankie Louvu who comes over, and it's the second hit that somehow Cody Bailey is launched into the air and fumbles the ball. Carolina recovers. How is a slide not instantaneous, man? It's so stupid. Completion, DJ Moore, broken tackle, touchdown, game over. Panthers walk it off in Carolina. We drop to 1-3. Well, we didn't get we got the ball. We didn't score. That much is obvious now. Game was over anyway at that point. The fumble, crucial. Couldn't have happened at a worse time. And I don't even regret my decision. I blame it on the game. What all good players do. Oh man, I don't get how we don't slide there. I don't get it. I slid so early because I knew there was going to be some BS happening. I slid so early. And yeah, we were pressured 8 times, by the way, to their 3. Pat Burr had quite the game. Cody Bailey threw the ball 51 times. Felt like we had to a lot. 357, 4 touchdowns to 1 pick. Very similar line for Pat Burr, except he had a way higher completion percentage. And yeah, frustrating game, man. Saquon 4 yards per carry. Christian McCaffrey had a pretty good game. Broke 7 tackles. And then receiving, Larry Smith had 11 for 73, 2 touchdowns. Jaden Rhodes 7 for 50. Beckham with a touchdown. Also 4 drops. 2 drops for Rhodes. 2 drops for Larry Smith. This was a tough one. Huge injuries, as always. 4 tackles for loss for Kayvon Thibodeau, 2 for Cobb, a sack for Claiborne, half a sack for Thibodeau and McFadden, and then the pick for Xavier McKinney. And of course, the Panthers forced a couple of fumbles, recovered the big one in the end. That is a heck of a game, not the result we wanted. Upgrades for Saquon Barkley. I'm going to go in a power back on him. Maybe that could make him a bit more effective playing behind a terrible offensive line at times. +1 speed's pretty nice. 93 speed for Saquon. Glenn Gore. Didn't really see that speed and coverage ability on full display, but I sure would like to. I'm going to go run support, I think. Try to get his hit power and tackling up. That could definitely afford to be better. +2 man coverage. Play rec, pursuit, jumping. Change of direction, awareness, and agility go up by 1. Not really what I was looking for with run support. And then Caleb Claiborne, I'm going to do pass coverage. Overall remains unchanged, but we do get +3 zone coverage, which is a very big upgrade to the mid to high 60s. QB1 check-in as we drop to 1-3. Yeah, Cody Bailey felt good. He played pretty well. 2 huge turnovers, and we did not pick up the win. Yep. Don't worry, there's still a lot of season left, which is true. Give it 24 hours and put it in the rear view and start getting ready for the next one. Just put it in the rear view now. Nothing you can do about it. Game already happened. Focus on the next one. focus on playing better, and hopefully we will. Another devastating loss. We'll be missing Andrew Thomas for the next 3 games, probably. Next 2 for Duval, and next 2 for Derek Cooper. Huge injuries. It's a part of football. You know, teams get unlucky. We're not living in a fantasy land here as much as we are even in Madden, but injuries happen. Star players get hurt, and we're just unfortunate to have a few here. Unlucky, unfortunate, and will be very tough when we take on the Cowboys in week number 5. Missing Andrew Thomas for 3, and then 2 for Duval and Cooper. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Big injuries as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.